Morning everyone, this week I will share with you a day in the life of a graduate student. For this morning, the first thing I need to do is to get a COVID test. At GW, usually COVID testing is free for students and staff members, so students can easily sign up for COVID testing appointments on their medical portal website. And do not forget to also sanitize your hand when you do the COVID test. On a less busy day, I usually try to schedule my COVID tests at school because for GW, you need to schedule COVID tests now every once per 2 weeks. That's why I have free time today. So I just decide to go and get it tested because in the next 2 days, also if I don't get tested, then my GW card will just shut down. So I cannot access any campus or any facility in GW. Yeah, now I'm about to head to School of Business to do some study. Here is Ross Cafe. It mainly sells crepes. I've tried eating here once. The food is really good, but it's very expensive. I am now about to take the elevator up to the 5th floor where graduate students have their own allocated area, which is a privilege, to be honest. Because I'm here by myself, so I like to take my mask off, and it's easier to study when you don't wear a mask. Because I need to wear glasses, so that's why it really bothers me when you wear the mask, and then when you breathe, it creates fogs on your glasses, which really bothersome. For graduate level, you always need to study because every week there's homework, even the beginning of the week. The thing I miss about as an undergrad is that on free days like this where you don't have class or you don't have anything to do, either you participate in different student orgs, you meet up with friends, you hang out. But honestly, it's like for us, like graduate students, I don't know about other graduate students, but for me, because I want to do well in class, and midterms is around the corner, 3 days like this, it seems like very nice, but actually it's just all about studying and studying and studying. It doesn't mean that graduate student doesn't have like a life. We do have life, we still hang out, we still meet friends, but especially during like midterm seasons or midterm period, it does get a little hectic, so we do tend to concentrate and focus more intensively than when we were in undergrad, and also the grading curve is also higher. You need to have expected GPA in order to actually graduate, so that's why it puts a lot of pressure on me to do well, and I think that also other students feel the same.
Every moment tonight, they led me to you. Every single time you look at me, I lose it too. Why don't you come sit next to me? Let things happen naturally, like it used to be. I don't wanna go and waste another day, mess it up again, lost in my way. I'll be the one to have the highest price to pay. If I make it home tonight, may I hold you one last time? Let me hold you one last time. What if it's too late for me now? What if you gone to someone else, so we can never be the same? How can I make up for my sins? Now I'm lonely and it kills me. Can you hear me, babe? I'm lonely. I know you don't wanna talk, but just pick up the phone. We could go for a walk, talk about the things we know. Why don't you come sit next to me? Let things happen naturally, like it used to be. I don't wanna go and waste another day, mess it up again, lost in my way. I'll be the one to have the highest price to pay.
After a few hours of studying, I went on a coffee break. I went to Starbucks close by school to buy the caramel macchiato. If you have not tried it, you should, because goodness, it is so good.
What if you gone to someone else, so we can never be the same? How can I make up for my sins? Now I'm lonely and it kills me. May I hold you one last time? Let me hold you one last time. What if it's too late for me now? What if you gone to someone else, so we can never be the same? How can I make up for my sins? Now I'm lonely and it kills me. Can you hear me, babe? I'm lonely.
Around 5:30, 6 p.m., I will finish studying at school and I will just drive home. So I park my car at Learner and Health Wellness Center at GW, so it's very convenient. So I'm probably heading home to have dinner with my family, and then let's see what we will do tonight. So the whole entire afternoon, I was pretty busy with just personal work, and so I was also catching up with friends a little bit, so that's why now it's kind of late, and this is what I'm doing. I will show you. So I was just finishing up writing all the chapter 1 of my financial accounting notes. Tomorrow probably I will start with chapter 2. I cannot cram all financial accounting information in one day. I will get bored easily, so that's why now I changed to another class. Obviously every class has reading, so this is one of the readings I need to do and thoroughly understand. I think that'd be all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you like what in a day of a graduate student is like. This is a very less busy edition. It's kind of late already. It's already, as you can see, 12:30. It's already pretty late. That's why I'm gonna head to sleep, and I will call it a day. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to give this video a huge like, subscribe to my channel if you have not done so, and of course I will do another a day edition, but when it's like super busy. You will see how crazy graduate student can get per day. So that's why I will call it a day. Thank you, and I will see you next time. Bye now.